And here we go again.
Whoa! Yeah, baby, guess what? We're on TV again. Hello, America. Yes, we're back. You know what that means. It's football season. It's college football season right now. Oh, my gosh. We got so much to talk about. We got Shotgun. We got G-Unit. We got Bama. And then you got me. And maybe later on we are going to be having a good old baseball great come on, Greg Vaughn. But anyways, guys, it's time. It's Sports and Tacos time. Hello, America. We're back again. It's time.
Yep. All right. Like sports and tacos. I was thinking the other day, like we're like the jelly of the month club for Christmas vacation. We are the gift that just keeps on giving the whole year round. Because
Amen, baby.
Once again, another season of Sports and Tacos is kicking off. So dang, there's a lot to let's just everybody had long summers. Let's go over summer vacation because we've never had an actual summer vacation. So G-Unit, what did you do on your summer vacation?
It was a great summer for me. I had my second baby.
Congratulations!
Thank you. I had a baby girl named Scarlett June. She's now 2 months old. She was born June 17th. So I've just been busy being a mama. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work having two babies under 2 years old.
I can imagine.
And it's been so hot. It's so hot here. It's been in the 90s and the hundreds here in Nashville, Tennessee. So, I mean, we've just been stuck inside. I think a lot of the world has been stuck inside because it's been so hot this summer.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
We have like 45 days, 45 or 46 days of 90 degrees and hotter.
Yes.
Woo!
I know, Tony. Same. Yep.
Woo!
Yeah, let's so Tony and Bama, how's it's been kind of standard old summer in Denver at the Platte. I mean, what's new and exciting back home?
Not much, man. You know, Rockies are actually winning some games. I'm kind of happy about that.
If you consider, winning more than 12 games, winning games, No, I'm playing that. Yeah, they're doing a better series, man. They really
They're
are.
more than somebody I know right next door.
No. Even at your best this year, you still can't compete with Atlanta's sorry ass this year. We are horrible, but we're still better than the Rockies. Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
Now, the Rockies have done better. They won three series in a row, something like that. I don't know. Besides
the fact that they
the Dodgers or the Pirates, in the series.
Pirates, yeah.
I mean, they're not going to be the worst team ever. So
they are not going to be the worst team ever. No, they are not.
So that, I guess, things are looking up. If that's your only goal in life, is to not be the worst baseball team in the history of baseball, then hey, I guess you're right.
You had to have a goal this year, and I mean that's a pretty good goal to have, is to not be the worst team ever, because they was on pace. Oh, that was Mr.
Oh, wait, whoa. Looks like we got Greg trying to come in.
Hello there, senor.
What's happening? How are you guys?
Chilling.
Nice.
Good. We're just
I hate to say I'm almost giving up on baseball since Atlanta's doing so bad right now. It's hard sometimes right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Brewers
You're
and the
just
Padres
kind of getting caught up.
Your Brewers are kicking butt, though, man.
Yeah.
Milwaukee's just crushing it right now.
Padres too. Yeah, I'm on my way to the airport right now. I got to go to Gary Payton's event, so I'm flying to Napa.
Oh, nice. Heck yeah. Is that the event this afternoon?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. Heck yeah. Gary Payton, heck yeah, I love him with the Sonics, man. Heck,
Well,
my favorite guard,
Greg, we
Sonics.
were just kind of getting caught up. We were just getting caught up over that, being able to take the summer off. G Unit had a baby girl over the summer,
Congratulations.
right? G Unit.
Thank you, Greg.
Tony and Bama. It sounds like things were busy at the Platte. Tony is on his way to being a man dime. Got himself a brand new grill. Right?
Heck yeah, man. My choppers.
What?
It
How was
looks
your summer?
good.
How was your summer? Greg, how was your summer? What'd you do this summer? What was your favorite thing you did this summer?
Shoot, a lot. Just hanging out with family and friends, and getting ready for my youngest son's wedding in 2 weeks, and that's about it. Just trying not to have another surgery. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, I had knee surgery 4 months ago, so I'm
Yeah.
back to feeling pretty good, 100% healthy.
Nice.
Have you been swinging the clubs?
Yes, sir.
Good. Well, that's good. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir.
How's it swinging?
Yeah, it swings. So it feels
Well,
pretty good.
Yeah,
we have never had, an entire summer off on Sports and Tacos. So,
Yeah.
So I guess just to update it, Social Close, Craig's team, they've been, editing. We had like 50 old episodes that they've been slowly but surely blasting out on social media. So we got a big meeting with Craig now that we're going live again to really get Sports and Tacos blasted out. They got connections with like DraftKings and, all kinds of stuff to really try and get Sports and Tacos taken off this football season. And then, like you guys probably saw, I don't know, a month or two ago, we are now, besides just being live on, YouTube and Facebook and whatever else, Twitch, we're also live on Twitch TV. We now have TikTok live privileges because a company called Fog Management represents the Sports and Tacos podcast. So, like I was saying with you guys, even though like right now, you might not think anybody's watching. After we get done with the TikTok live, you go an hour and a half, there will have been anywhere from 200 to like 400 viewers.
That's awesome.
So there's some kind of cool things. We got socialclose.com is our marketing company now. And we have TikTok live privileges. So slowly, you can make money off of TikTok live. So it's kind of the new, I don't know, whatever, the new podcast thing. So
Get your technology.
I guess, and this is going to be the college football. It's football season, guys.
It is.
Yep.
It is. I've already lost 3 square
Just
sports
like that.
So
So what I was thinking is, all right. Well, yeah, I guess for me, just so everybody knows, I am back in Los Angeles. I'm back in Los Angeles. I liked Atlanta. People in Atlanta. Yes, I moved back to Atlanta, right back to Linda's, all the things. I love Atlanta. I love the South. People are super nice. But after a while, dude, I just got bored. Like, I'm not going to lie. Like, if I was married with kids and I was trying to climb the corporate ladder, I would have stayed in Atlanta. But, man, after you lived in, like, Los Angeles for so long, for me, you just get hooked. Crazy as normal for me. And after a while, nobody told me winter is a thing. An ice storm. I had the opportunity. Linda never rented the old room out. So, boom, I'm back in LA. I've been back for like a month and a half.
Spencer. That's
back
crazy.
at Lowry's, back in LA. So, whatever. It's just so everybody knows, we're broadcasting live from Hollywood again. So,
Okay.
there's
I
that.
can't believe you moved back. Well,
Okay,
I was wondering.
So,
I was
college
wondering.
football special. After, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, anyways, here's I guess what I wanted to talk about. Start off with after spending a year down in the SEC. So last year we got the 12-team playoff that we always wanted. Okay, they've been talking about for years in college football. And I mean, I'm not going to lie, man, and a lot of people out there agree, getting those 11, getting the Boise States and the Indianas and what I'm going to call
Crap. Indiana didn't deserve to be in there.
the participation trophy teams into the BCS was not that in my end. A lot down when I was in Atlanta. So say you got a 1-loss Boise State, you have an undefeated Indiana, and you have, say, a 3-loss Ole Miss, a 3-loss South Carolina, a 3-loss Missouri, that those 3-loss SEC teams would probably just annihilate an undefeated Boise State, an undefeated Indiana. Would you rather have a 3-loss SEC team in the BCS than participation trophy teams? Greg Vaughn, we're going to start with you. You there, Greg?
You got to add him.
Nope.
Yeah, can you?
Tony, let's start with you. I got to add Greg to this. Tony, what are your thoughts?
You know what? SEC, Big Ten, those are the two biggest conferences out there. There's nothing stabbing Buddy in the back or anything. A Missouri team can beat a Boise State, but a Boise State can also be an SEC team. It's been done in the past. It still goes, but that's tough. That one's a tough one.
It's not tough. It's not tough. It was a joke having those teams in there last year. Boise sure give them the nod because they are the smaller non-conference, but the Indiana didn't deserve to be up in there. That's for sure in there. It's just put the best product out there. Who gives a crap about your 1 loss? Your 12 wins versus not any really big opponents anywhere else versus a 3-loss team like the SEC. Yeah, you got to give that team the shot. If you want good football.
Well, I think.
What did you guys think about SMU?
Hey, Greg.
No, I think Bama's right, but at the same time, I mean, if we start doing that, there's no parity in college football because it's just going to be the SEC, ACC, Big Ten. Everyone's going to go to school there, and the small schools are going to be left with nothing to play for. You know what I mean? So I think every once in a while you're going to have that upset, but for the most part, those are the power conferences that are going to win. It's been proven over time and time again. So I like the fact that you do have a small dog in there, but Bama, I don't want to see a 3 or 4 loss team in the SEC make it to the Big Dance. That's not fair. You know what I mean?
I got nothing wrong with Boise State being there. I'm all for giving the non-Power 5 conference guys an automatic berth there. What I'm saying, I didn't like the at-large bids too, like you're saying, like the Indiana that came in there who shouldn't have got in there, who's only team they played on a ranked opponent was Ohio State, and they got beat by 30 points by them, something like that. I mean, they didn't deserve to be in there. SMU, yeah, we'll see about that either. I don't know about that team either right there, but I got no problem with the smaller conferences. I say give the smaller conferences more than one. Give them 2 free bids right there, automatic bids. But I don't like these Power 5 crap teams in a sense. Hard to say, but yeah, getting in there over a stronger Power 5 team just because they got more losses. That's what I don't like.
Yeah, I think it has to go back to, like you said, strength of schedule. I mean, you got to play somebody. You can't play, 8 unranked teams and then catch a lightning in the bottle and beat somebody on one Saturday. Now you're in the national championship game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they have to find a way to figure it out. Someone's always going to be upset. That's just the way it is. Yeah. Someone's always going to be upset. And but right now, the Power 5, it is what it is.
Well, that's why I heard the Big Ten commissioner, I think it was this week, was talking about whether he was joking or not, expanding it to 20 to 30 teams. I think it was 32 or 26 teams, something like that. He was proposing that just to get it that much bigger. But I think it was kind of more of a slap in the face, kind of like Greg's saying about SEC getting in all these teams, this and that, and not giving the other teams an opportunity in a sense. But I don't know.
G Unit.
Mm-hmm.
G Unit. What are your thoughts about you? So basically, what happened last year? I don't know if you followed like BCS a whole lot last year
Mm-mm.
in the playoffs. So for years and years and years, they'd wanted an expanded college football playoff so that little teams had a chance to maybe win a national championship. Because if you go back, and I might be wrong about this, but I think this all really kind of started. Was it in 2006 when Boise State upset Oklahoma? Remember the Statue of Liberty play?
Yeah,
Anybody remember that game?
Yeah.
That's where this talk really started, where every once in a while, a little school can upset a big school.
Yeah.
So it took forever to get to a college football playoff in general, because it used to just be basically voted on who was in the national championship game. So then they expanded to 4, then they expanded to 8, and last year they expanded to 12. So 12 teams are in the national championship playoff. But what ended up basically happening was those little schools that ended up playing the big SEC schools, they got crushed. And it didn't look good for the people that had been backing those small schools being in the playoffs. The games were really boring.
I bet. Yeah.
For the most part. I mean, other than who was the surprise last year? ASU?
Yeah, ASU was a pretty good surprise. I would say Ohio State was a big surprise, honestly. Just rolling through who they rolled through. I'd say Ohio
Yes,
State.
I mean, I guess that's true, but there was no. I mean, other than ASU. So
Scatterboo.
here, and then this really just comes from spending so much time down in the SEC, because you had a ton of SEC people who were like, "Why are we watching?" Boise State and Indiana. When you have when you go, like Greg was saying, strength of schedule, Missouri 3 losses, South Carolina 3 losses. I think Ole Miss, or there was another team, 3 losses, but those 3 losses were against like Alabama, Georgia, and really good SEC teams. So those losses, they only had those. So the point is, any of those teams that got denied a chance at the playoff probably would have destroyed Indiana, Boise State, these kind of like participation trophy teams. So, and there's never, I don't think, like you guys are saying, there's never going to be like a complete fix for it. But I mean, if I was any of those 3-loss SEC teams, I'd be kind of pissed.
Oh, they were, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
we still watch the games, especially if you got money on them.
Now, I think there probably will be a year, though, where you get a Boise State or somebody that goes on a run and maybe makes it to the national championship, and then the argument will flip back. But last year it wasn't the greatest look for those smaller schools. Let's just say that.
Well, if you think about it, Shaq, a couple seasons ago, this undefeated Florida State team that was very upset that they didn't even make the playoffs. That was a whole controversy. And of course, the following year, they didn't even show up. They weren't even ranked. They were. It's an up and down thing.
They got injured. Their quarterback got hurt, and that's why they didn't get the
well, and this is another crazy thing, and we've talked about this in the past with NIL and the transfer portal now. Dude, a team from one year to the next can be completely different team. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
100%. That's understandable. It's the Yankees of baseball for the college football right now.
And again, and that also goes both ways, where, you're going to think that obviously Alabama, Michigan, they're always going to stay stacked. But now here's an example. CU, and we'll dive into the next topic, and that is basically our favorite teams. I want to hear everybody's what everybody is excited about for their particular favorite college football team. And I'm just going to start it off because CU is my favorite college football team, always has been. And I'm super happy that Deion did not go to the NFL, even though he probably should be in the NFL. Deion stuck around. And the first thing he did, he went into the state of Georgia and stole the best college football quarterback out of the state of Georgia, which is just unheard of. Took him from USC. His name is Julian Lewis. So where I'm going with this is, okay, you're going to have Alabamas and Michigans. They're always powerhouses. But when you have a kid that has the potential to be a star straight out of high school, he might start this year at CU, where he would be, there's no chance of starting at a place like Michigan or Alabama for the next couple of years. So it's going to cause, again, pros and cons.
I understand.
And not
What do
saying
you-
starting the portal helps and hurts everybody out there. Yeah, it's Alabama lost some of their good players. They gained some good players. They get one of Colorado's best linebackers, I think it was, or defensive lineman. Yeah, Nakia Hill-Green. They got him in the transfer portal this year, which is nice for Alabama. But so it helps both ways. We also lost one of our best running backs to Michigan. The guy that was supposed to be the backup to Jam Miller, who's hurt right now. He's going to be missing the first 4 games, but. We lost a good person, but we picked up some good people. Somebody goes both ways. It does. It gives chances for people to go to the other schools, like you're saying, but also gives people a chance to go from another school to a big school if they want to, if they got the ability and the talent.
Perfect example. Carson Beck gets hurt in the big game. He doesn't play. Now he's the quarterback for my school. So we'll see what happens. He's projected number 1 pick. Like I said, if you're a good player, you're gonna get your chance. I went to the UNLV game yesterday and. Remember the number 1 kid that he was the number 1 quarterback coming out, but he's not a thrower. He's built like a linebacker. Shoot, he's on UNLV's team now. He's starting quarterback for UNLV. So, I mean, there's plenty of opportunities. Now you have kids like I think Carson Beck. This is his 6th season, I think, in college, right? So
yeah,
Carson Beck came back to school.
He's at the University of Miami.
Yep.
Wow, I didn't know that. Wow. That's
That's
actually
why we have this show. That's why we have this show.
that's freaking dude. That's actually pretty awesome. So Greg, because that's what I was gonna ask. I mean, obviously, like CU, you guys lost Cam Ward. You guys just reloaded with Carson Beck. Are you excited about that, Greg?
I don't know yet.
Not sure.
I don't know yet. I wasn't real excited, but if he comes and does what Cam Ward did, yeah, I'll be really excited.
It was
Hey, Gregory, by any chance, did a lot of your defense stay? Do you got a lot of returning defensive players? Because
We have a lot of returning, and we brought in quite a few because we fired the
you
defense
guys were a
coordinator.
stingy defense. Woo!
That was our weakness, though.
You guys were stingy.
Yeah. However you want to take stingy. We're stingy, giving up a lot of points. You know what I mean? But this year, we got the coordinator from University of Minnesota. We got new guys coming in. We recruited good. So this is Cristobal's 4th year. We'll see what he can do. You know what I mean? You can't not have a good football team in the state of Florida. You know what I mean?
Right?
Yeah.
You can't.
That's the truth.
There's too many athletes. You were talking about Georgia and Texas and places like that. I mean, all 3 schools can stack a full starting roster without leaving the state. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hopefully, like I said, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Our first game against Notre Dame next week, and we'll see from there. Next week's conversation might be different.
I know that Beck. I mean, just from living in Atlanta. I mean, yeah, he had kind of a rough year last year, but I think the year before, literally, he was a projected 1st-round draft pick. The year before, he just had a rough year last year. Nobody
got hurt.
Yeah, and so I don't know. I mean, if it was me, I think I'd probably be excited that he decided to forego the draft and go to Miami and play for another season.
We will see.
Yeah,
you only go the draft if you're not in that 1st round. You know what I mean?
Right. Right. But that's what I'm saying. The year before, he was projected first round. Georgia, the SEC, man, it's like another league of college football. Put it this way: like if Beck would have been the starting quarterback at like CU last year, he probably would have been at least a top second or third round pick because he would have been playing.
You know what, guys? I'll call you back after I get through security.
Okay, cool, Greg. So, we have other college football fans on the show right now. So, anyways, I'll just finish off with CU. So, super excited. Deion's back. They lost a ton of players, but they stole that Julian Lewis kid. I went and looked at his highlights. The kid's a beast. I mean, he was the top recruit at USC. Like, you don't steal kids from USC to go to CU unless you got Deion Sanders as your head coach. So super excited about that. They also have a kid named Sincere Brown, who people are comparing to a young Randy Moss. So I'm pretty excited about that because, on paper, CU, they got decimated last year by the draft. Travis Hunter, Shadur Sanders, a lot of those guys are gone. But I'm excited to see this, is this the third year Deion has been the head coach? I think it is. I'm excited to see these Deion recruits because these aren't normal recruits. These are 5-star kids that Deion's bringing in that you maybe never have heard of, but a couple months from now, you never know. These guys might be up for the Heisman. I mean, I'd never heard of Travis Hunter before. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So anyways, that's what I'm super excited about. I know that
Spencer, real quick though, is this a quarterback that they got from Georgia? Is he supposed to be the starter this year?
I haven't seen. There was a major competition. He is a true freshman in a very close competition with a senior.
There you go. Hell yeah.
And I went and looked at the videos of the kid, and the dude has a laser rocket arm.
That sounds familiar to Alabama.
If you are a top quarterback coming out of the state of Georgia, even as a senior in high school, you were going to USC and got stolen to go to CU. That's a big effing deal.
Yeah.
And they got this kid, Sincere Brown, who and who knows? Again, right now it's all talk, obviously. But then they're comparing to young Randy Moss. He's like 6'5" and could just go up and get the football like Randy Moss used to be able to do. Just get it close to the kid, and he goes up and makes plays. So,
Nice.
Anyway, I digress about CU. Let's talk about Michigan.
Oh, man. I love my boys. I love them. But gosh darn it, 2023, the whole stealing signs and it's now punishing us. We had to get $30 million up. Poof. But you know what? We do have the number one running back in the United States, which I'm very happy about. I think we're having a good season. And by the way, Joaquin Garbizo, Denver, Colorado, this is for you. You wanted me to give you an odd because he's an Alabama Roll Tide Roll guy.
Smart man.
So he asked for a ratio of who's going to be the better team. Right now, I'm leaning towards you guys. I think you guys are going to have a decent season. You'll have maybe a couple of losses, but a lot of SEC's going to have a couple of losses, just like Big Ten. But right now, your favor, yes, Joaquin, I have Alabama on top.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, Tony, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited about Michigan are you this year? And you're a gambler.
I'm actually really happy because this is actual Coach Moore's. This is his big year. This is number 3. And you know what? And out of those 3, we have not lost to Ohio State. That's so
huge.
great.
And that's big. That's huge.
That's huge.
Yeah.
After last year, him beating them for the 3rd time in a row, him. So I'm excited for what we have, and we have a lot of returning players. We'll see what happens, man. We're gonna see what happens. Go Blue, 100%.
And his head coach also passed the rite of passage for Michigan head coaches nowadays. And that's what he's got a 3-game suspension. So Harbaugh started that routine of getting suspended by your head coaches.
We're always by 3. Isn't that weird?
You can't be a Michigan head coach without getting suspended, apparently. So, yeah.
Yeah, darn it.
Then there's a little
Go Blue, baby. Go Blue.
There's a little team down in Alabama. Roll
Oh,
Tide.
yeah. Which is
What are you excited about with Alabama this season, Bama?
just the start of the damn season, man. It's Alabama
Yeah.
football time. Heck yeah. I mean, no. We're gonna kick ass. We got kind of like you, a competition at the quarterback going on with a upperclassman and Ty Simpson, who's been there for like 3-4 years now. He was Milrose backup the last 2 years. 2 young guys, true freshman out of Texas. He was the number 1 rated quarterback coming out of the high school last year, and the number 1 out of Texas, number 2 overall. But he's like number 3 because we also got a dude that transferred over, speaking of the portal, from Washington. This is a guy that our coach DeBoer recruited at Washington, Austin Mack, who's also supposed to be really good. But right now it's Ty Simpson as our quarterback. He's the junior, whatever, redshirt junior, been there for a while. He's basically got the keys to a freaking Ferrari in a sense, man. I mean, honestly, just if he can do something with it, we have a really good chance. We got best defense in the nation coming back. We ranked like top 10 nationally last year. We only lost really 2 guys, Malachi Moore and G. Campbell. We filled those in with some pretty good portal guys. A dude named Saab coming out of the secondary from can't remember where he's from, Texas, something like that. Either way, we got pretty much everybody on defense returns. We got the best receiver in football, and Ryan Williams coming back. Plus, we got a transfer again from Washington, their top receiver, Jeremy Bernard. He's going to be our number 2. And speaking of Greg, who's still not there, we got their best receiver from Miami, also Isaiah Horton. He's going to be our number 3 this year.
You guys stole the best receiver from Miami.
We did. Isaiah Horton. Yes, we got him. So he's going to be our number 3 guy. So, yeah, we're 2 or 3 right there. Big concern, too. Our starting running back just had surgery, hurt himself in practice scrimmage last week, I think it was. So he's going to miss the first 3 games. So he's supposed to be back for the Georgia game, hopefully, because that's going to be like the biggest test we got so far coming up, it seems like. Florida State on the road to start things off. Not an easy thing, true road game, but should be able to handle that. And, big question, brothers. Yes, quarterback, man. If Ty Simpson can just do anything with that team right there, man, he has a chance to be from nothing to basically a first, second round draft pick in the NFL if he can show out. I don't think he's even thrown a touchdown pass at Alabama so far in his career. He's rushed for 3. I know that. He hasn't played a whole lot, like I say, be behind Milroe. Defense is going to be great. We're going to kick butt. Again, like I say, it's the SEC. And then we got some tough games.
That's definitely the scariest thing to me is any Alabama team in the modern era that has a whole lot of defensive guys returning is going to be scary.
Yep.
Because, every one of those dudes is a 5-star, 4-star, blue chip, All-American. Just, if you got that many returners, people, defensive guys returning, how many of them were sophomores or juniors last year and are now going to be juniors and seniors?
Right now,
they're just beasts.
No, but honestly, the projected starting lineup, what I was looking at, I think on the starting 11, we've got maybe 2, if 3, maybe if that aren't seniors. That's it.
Yeah. See,
everybody else is just freaking 5, 6 years.
Yeah, and the thing that's scary about that is, the offense doesn't have to be that good. You know what I'm saying?
And speaking of offense, I forgot about this too. We got a chance. DeBoer got his old coordinator back from Washington this year, so we got a new offensive coordinator. He was actually with DeBoer 22-23, was the Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator last year, and now he's came to Alabama this year. DeBoer talked to him into coming here this year, so he'll be back with his head coach, so maybe they can get something going with Ty Simpson in the offense. And if not, they've got, like I say, they got the Austin Mack, the guy they recruited to Washington, who just transferred to us this year. They can always slip him in, or that freshman, like you're saying, you got one in there in Colorado. We got one in Alabama too. But I'm excited, man. I mean, just for it being a football season, but because of the fact that Alabama does have a chance to be a really good team this year, that makes it even more exciting. And after last year, dude, winning 9 games, man, DeBoer has a chip as big as freaking the state of Alabama on his shoulder right now. So you know damn well he wants to win a lot more.
Well,
Which-
yeah, I don't even know why I didn't even think about that. You guys missed the BCS also.
We didn't make
right?
the playoffs last
You
year.
lost. Okay, so
Yeah.
think about this. Sorry, G Unit. I have to backtrack.
Oh, no, you're good.
Okay. Okay. So you literally had Alabama, Missouri, South Carolina, and was it Ole Miss?
Yeah, Ole Miss is up. Yeah.
All missed the playoffs last year.
Because we have
They
two
all
losses.
got told no.
Yeah.
You cannot go to the college football playoffs. But you had these little schools who had beaten nobody, Indiana, Boise State, SMU, get into the playoff. And every one of those teams I just mentioned, Alabama, South Carolina, Missouri, Ole Miss, just faced an absolute gauntlet
No,
of a
all,
schedule.
all 4 of those would have been double-digit favorites against any of those 3 teams. You just
Any
mentioned.
of those teams.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that is, and the thing, and again, it's just for so many years, people have been screaming about the 8 team and 12 team playoff. They finally got it, and the little dudes got slaughtered.
But real quick though, just a little betting tip for out there for nugget for anybody that likes to bet. Alabama's projected total on MGM is 9.5 wins, which means that to me is just a freaking gimme at like minus 120, 110. So
Yeah.
I'm just throwing it out there. 10 wins, really. Alabama calling out. Yeah.
G Unit, tell me about Kansas football. Have you had any chance to look up any Kansas football stuff?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah, they kicked
Awesome.
ass yesterday too.
They
Yeah.
did. What was it, 31 to like 7 against Fresno State? Yeah, they dominated.
You guys look good. Your Kansas State was a
I know.
disappointment.
She don't like Kansas State.
I
I
know,
don't
but
like Kansas State.
I bet on Kansas State, and they were a disappointment. But I still bet on Kansas.
I know.
Tell me
So they
about
have a new-
Kansas.
They have a new
Yeah.
stadium this year too. It's beautiful. If you guys get a chance, look up the images, the pictures of the University of Kansas new football stadium. It's beautiful. My stepdad actually helped demo the last stadium, so that's a pretty cool fun fact.
Sweet.
Yeah, they're going to be good this year. I think they are. They're ranked 33rd, but come on, they're gonna do really well. They were rocky last
That's like-
season.
That's kind of like right where CU is in most polling. They're
33rd?
not, well, yeah, they're like not in the top 25, but
Yeah,
there's a lot of ifs and buts. You know, they have a lot of, you know, if a lot of these players become something, and a lot of times, and I get it, it's because of what we were just talking about with Bama, where because it's college, you know, you lose all your seniors from last year. You lose any kids that were going to the NFL draft. And I don't know. I mean, basically freaking you never know what's up and coming. And then, hey, G, I want to ask you to do something just a little. Move to your left a little bit. Move to your left. Stay to your left. Yes. Right there. We're no longer part of Easy Way. So I got to get rid of that
I
logo.
need to take that off. Okay.
Yeah. Stay right there.
Okay.
Nothing.
No more Easy Way TV.
no more Easy Way. So, yeah, I mean, does anybody know? Has anybody got a phone? What's the projected win total for Kansas this year? Because the Big 12, they're Big 12, right?
Yeah.
Still. So, I mean, who's the
Have a good season.
Yeah.
like? That's what I mean. Like teams, because CU's still in the Big 12, right?
They're projected to win 8 games.
See, I mean, so Kansas.
Yeah.
I'm guessing Kansas State, CU, ASU is still in the Big 12, right?
Yep.
So, like, because I know there's teams leaving, like every year, it's like a whole new thing. But the Big 12, there is no like absolute dominant team in the Big 12 that I can think of, right?
No.
Iowa State, Iowa State still a Big 12 school?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah.
We
Is
have
it
a
like-
new offensive coordinator too, Jim Zabrowski, and he's looking really good. I think it's the coaching staff and the offensive and defensive coordinators that really can make an impact on the team, you know? So
am I correct? CU is back in the Big 12. Like college football is so confusing these days. It's hard to keep up. CU's in the Big 12, right? They're not in the Pac-12 still, right? Because the
No, they're in the Big
Pac-12
12.
like disintegrated, right?
Yeah, they're in the Big 12. Yes.
Is okay. So is USC and UCLA? Did they ever move to the Big Ten?
They're Big 10. Yeah,
Which
Washington,
makes
Oregon,
no.
USC, UCLA. They're all Big 10.
So Pac-12 is nothing anymore. It's like Utah and like who's left of the Pac-12?
It's Oregon State and Washington State.
Oh my
That's
God!
the
And like
Pac-12.
Utah?
No,
Where's Utah?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Yeah, Utah's in the Big 12. Yeah, Utah went to the Big 12.
The Utes.
It's the most confusing thing in the entire world.
It is. It's just like a player portal. It's the conference portal. It's like, where you want to go?
It's a conference player portal. What you need, well, I guess it's what you had for like 20 years with Alabama is, dude, if I was Deion Sanders, I would maybe consider never going to the NFL. Because if college football doesn't change, right, and you can transfer every year, okay, a guy like Deion Sanders, he could recruit. Because don't they have Warren Sapp? I think Warren Sapp is one of the coaches on the defense. He's literally recruiting his superstar NFL buddies to be coaches. CU could become a super team and just steal everybody's players every season and become like the Showtime version of college football.
I don't see that.
I mean, think about it. Like, okay, because listen, the reason Alabama was so badass for so long, and I guess the SEC in general, but especially Alabama, was if you're a 5-star recruit, and that recruiter comes to your house, your number one goal in life as the player is to make it to the NFL, to get that NFL contract, period. So if Deion can become the new Alabama, it's possible in this day and age with NIL and with the transfer portal to have a super team in college football. Because who else would you want to go play for? I mean, think about it. If you're a star,
you want to go play.
You want to go play.
You want to go play for a team that wins, and I know Deion's doing a good job at CU, but he's got to do a whole lot more than that to become that super team you're talking about. So.
I think getting paid at the end of the day is more important than winning to these kids now.
Yeah.
I disagree with that. Actually, I think in some people's
don't get me wrong.
Team, everybody wants to get paid now, but that's not always true with everybody.
It might not be everything. A lot of that has to do with your family situation, maybe how you were raised, like, if your family, I hate to say it, but like,
it's definitely a big part of it. But for some kids, it's more like, look at what the Tennessee quarterback last year that said, I want $1,000 or $1 million more, and Tennessee said, no, you can't when I give it to you. So they said bye, and he left. He went to UCLA instead.
Yeah,
there's those people out there, but then there's also people that are like, okay, well, screw that. I'm going to go take this $1 million less and go play for this team because I got a chance to win a national championship.
Mm-hmm.
And you're still making money, but you ain't being the greedy, money hungry, greedy kind of person.
Yeah, and and this is I guess living in LA, especially living in the South. I mean, you've seen Alabama, you've seen Birmingham. Yeah. One thing that was crazy to me about Birmingham, okay, and I don't want to get like too deep on this, but one of the things about Birmingham that was crazy to me is one side of Birmingham, dude, it's so nice. I mean, you're talking like some of those hills remind me of the Hollywood Hills.
Yeah, but
like, am I above Hollywood Hills? Like, am I above? Like, where am I? And then you go to the other side of Birmingham. And it is worse than anything I've ever seen in Compton.
Yeah, it's bad.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not just Birmingham. It's a lot of cities like that in Alabama, honestly.
And I was just like, wow.
Big money over here, no money over here.
I've worked in Compton. I mean, it's just not as big. It's not as vast. But, if you're one of those players that lives on the bad side of town and your family doesn't have any money, I hate to say it, but, you getting to the NFL and getting that contract, it's more than maybe just about you getting paid.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course. That's what I'm telling you. Nobody's disagreeing with that, Spencer. What I'm saying is
Yeah,
that
as a, well, and I'm just thinking, as opposed to say somebody from the good side of the tracks who can go to a 4-year school, just win, get a good education, I don't know.
nobody's questioning that. I'm talking about you and your super team in Colorado right there. I'm saying that kind of stuff's not going to happen right there. And kids aren't just always about going for the money. Some of them are going to go for the money, but the fast track to the NFL ain't always going to the school that's going to offer you the biggest contract in college. Sometimes it's, going to, like, say, in Alabama, sitting for a year, then all of a sudden you get your shot and you're a first-round draft pick. Or sitting, getting a transfer to Colorado, getting one shot and getting a first-round draft pick.
G Unit, you're going to chime in here because you're a mama.
Okay.
Okay. What if your baby boy wants to play football and he's a star quarterback his senior year, and he's being recruited by, let's say, UCLA, where he's got to sit for a couple years, maybe, or CU, where he can be a star right now and get paid, all right, and possibly on the fast track to the NFL as like a mama.
So you can't do it. You can't tease it like that. You can't say, and possibly a fast track, because UCLA will give you that same
Well,
fast track.
that's. But I promise you, that's what these recruiters.
That right there.
If
You have to sit. That means that school's probably better. If you get thrown into the walls at CU and get your leg broke the first year.
Okay, well, let me use this like as an example. Okay, maybe the recruiters from, let's say, the recruiters from Alabama come, and they're like, hey. He comes here, we'll pay him $1 million a year NIL money, and he will start as a true freshman. He could be on his way to the NFL in 2 years. Or Harvard comes and recruits him, where he's never going to win anything. He's never going to get paid any money, but he's going to get a Harvard education. Where are you going to send him, G?
Oh, man. I mean, Jack is going to come from the good side of the tracks. But money talks. And CU's a good school. I mean, he might choose CU where he can go to the NFL faster. He's going to be a huge athlete, and he's going to go where the money is and where he's going to get the most play.
Yeah. You guys remember
CU and Harvard, brother? Come on, really?
Listen. Do you guys remember back in the Bill McCartney era when the CU football was like, that's when they won their national championship? Like, after the fact, they had found out that CU, to get a lot of those players, like, they had to fudge on the eligibility requirements. And they found out Nebraska and Tom Osborne were doing the same thing. Like, a lot of those kids that went on to be stars wouldn't normally be able to play because of their grades. But CU made it possible, and Tom Osborne in Nebraska also had made it possible, because there's so much money in football,
Every school does that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure every school does that. Every school, helps their students make the grades they need to, or at least puts on paper that they make the grades they're supposed to make, so they can play. Yeah.
And, there is life after football. I mean, still, even like one out of every, I wonder how, I'm sure that there's stats out there somewhere of like what percentage of 5-star blue chip recruits ever make it to the NFL. I bet it's, because you might be a big deal in high school, but it don't mean you're ever going to the NFL necessarily.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
That percent, I bet it's less than 5% of 5-star recruits ever actually get drafted and get NFL money. It's such a weird, college football's so weird now, dude. Because think about it. If this Julian Lewis kid from CU, he's going to get NIL money immediately, probably. I'm guessing. Like, if you were to go,
why would you transfer to Colorado from Georgia if you're not getting more?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Why would you tell USC no to go to CU? I mean, I don't know. It's just nuts, man. If you could go to college and make $2-3 million bucks.
Well, that's actually very easy. I thought like that. I mean, if you think about it, USC now in the Big Ten, I mean, if you transfer to Colorado, who's in the Big 12, I mean, hell, you're right there. You've got an easier schedule, top to bottom. You're going to be playing. So you got a better opportunity to look better from one position. Then it helps.
Then you have the other side of that coin, which is Shedeur Sanders, where the kid was making NIL money, bling, bling, bling. Look at me. And what did he end up being? A 5th-round draft pick because he didn't play anybody really.
Nah, not that. I think his talent was better than a 5th-round pick. He just kind of got blacklisted in a sense, I guess, because I think he was a little bit too arrogant for himself. Was kind of what I was hearing, but he had to get humbled. It sounded like, and he got humbled.
But that's the thing now. Okay, and I was listening to talk radio just this morning before the show. Like, he didn't have that great. He had one good game in preseason. The last game he played, I think, was yesterday or whatever. He didn't play that great. I mean, is there a possibility that Shedeur Sanders, because you remember, he's only a 5th-round pick. He ain't a 1st round or a 2nd round or a 3rd-round pick, that he gets cut from that team? Because they still have Deshaun Watson coming back at some point in the season. So what are they going to do? Have Deshaun, Joe Flacco, and 4 quarterbacks?
No, you got Dylan Gabriel too. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Pretty good.
So literally, you had a kid who was Deion's son come play, be a star at CU, play nobody, fell to a 5th-round draft pick, and there's a chance the dude could get cut.
If he gets cut, he'll get picked up by somebody else.
Someone definitely pick him up. We're a backup.
I get it, but I mean, okay, if you're a 5th-round pick, I just wonder, because I'm doubting that maybe it's happened in life.
Do you think he was a 5th-round pick on paper, or do you think that he should have been hired? I mean, you're Colorado, man. You be honest. Tell me, you've been all high on this dude that never played one snap for Colorado, and but Shedeur Sanders, who took you to the championship game in the conference, are close to it. You ain't high on him.
I mean, I wasn't buying the hype of him being like. Remember, they were saying it was going to be like a top 10 pick.
Oh, that was a joke right there. But I thought for sure at least back in first round, 2nd round.
I mean, you had to look at the competition and the players around him. I mean, he was playing nobodies, throwing the ball to superstars, basically.
Yeah.
That will make a dude look good.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I didn't really believe the hype, but I figured 2nd or 3rd round pick. And I figured, Deion could make some phone calls and at least get the kid paid. But him fall into the 5th round, like you said, that probably was a lot of the attitude and just like personality stuff, where they didn't want to kind of like deal with the nonsense. And now, here's where I was going with this. I just wonder if there's ever been a 5th-round draft pick who got cut from the team, didn't make the roster, that somehow went on later to become a star. I don't think that's ever happened.
Sure, could look it up. There's always a first.
There was a 7-round.
Nobody cares about Tom Brady, Tommy.
That's the thing. I mean, Tom Brady, he made the team.
Yeah,
he was the backup. He made it from whatever 6th or 7th round pick to be in the backup to Drew Bledsoe, then to taking over. Shedeur Sanders, it doesn't sound like he's trending. He can't even knock off the oldest quarterback in the NFL for the starting job, Joe Flacco. You guys watch, here's another thing. Watch Joe Flacco take the Browns to the playoffs this year.
Hell, he did it. He did it 2 years ago.
Wouldn't that be
insane? The playoffs was because of Joe Flacco.
Wouldn't that be nuts though? If he, and then in like week 15, Deshaun is healthy and they keep him on the bench for old man Flacco. Dude, it's so. And then you got Shedeur. Where's Shedeur saying? Like, could they even trade Shedeur right now? Like, what's his value? Yeah. Is there any value there?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
he's a 5th-round pick.
College football.
Getting much from it. Yeah,
it's so freaking weird right now. But I don't know. It's just all over the place. You can be a nobody and become a super somebody instantly, and you can be a somebody or a projected somebody and then be completely exposed for really not being much, which is Shedeur Sanders right now. I mean, and it's Deion's kid. Like, okay, and no, there wouldn't be repercussions, but if you're the Browns, like, would you be afraid of cutting Shedeur Sanders just because of, for any reason, because of Deion and like the
That's 3 other quarterbacks right there, you know.
Okay, let me ask you what I'm saying here.
On this guy by himself?
Like, do they keep him on the team just because Deion?
No, get rid of him.
No, Deion don't have that much kind of hype or
No.
clout as far as that goes, right there. But no, it's a business at the end of the day.
That's true.
You're going to keep what's going to make you money.
Yeah.
I don't see Shedeur making him money.
But it is the Browns. I mean, I don't think the expectations are super high there. I don't know, man. It's just so weird. So, anyways, let's move on to here. I'm going to pop this up on the screen. I took a screenshot. So this is the odds of like the top 20 teams. Can you guys see this?
Yeah.
You guys see that?
Part
So
of
those
it.
are the odds to win the national championship this year. So we start off with Texas. I'm guessing they have a lot of returning starters, and they got Archie Manning taking over that team.
Oh no, where's Ohio State on that list?
Actually, I think Ohio State, you can't see it. It's cut off. They're above Texas.
Okay.
So Ohio State is
Okay.
the number one projected team to win
Wow.
the national championship. I'm guessing that's because they got a lot of those dudes coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas, they got the next Manning. We've talked about him. I think, okay, dude, if Arch Manning would have entered the draft last year, having basically played like 2 college football games, I bet he would have been a first-round pick just based on the last name.
No way.
I guarantee it.
No.
Okay, I'll bet you this. I'll bet if Arch Manning could have, he was not eligible, could have entered the draft, he would have been a higher pick than Shedeur Sanders.
I'm not going to disagree with that now.
The man, just because of the last name. Just because of the last name.
Well, if he would have entered the draft, he probably also would have went to the combine and did his thing there. So that would have helped his stock.
Just saying. So, Texas, Penn State, Georgia. I mean, obviously Georgia would be right in it. I like the kid. I forget his name. Their new quarterback. He showed some grit after Beck went down. Man, that dude.
Yeah, so I forgot about that.
That dude. I forget his name, but he should be good if he doesn't get killed. Clemson has a badass quarterback coming back. I think. I can't remember his name, but he's a beast. You got Alabama at 9-1. Notre Dame, LSU. LSU has a really good quarterback coming back.
See, and that's a game I'm ready to see next Saturday is Clemson and LSU play next Saturday. So that'll be a good show between those two. See just kind of who's doing that for a minute. But
Yeah, like anybody that's got a really good quarterback returning is going to get good. Yeah, see in Miami, Florida. See, Tony, your Michigan ain't that far down. You guys are like top 10.
yeah, but top 10's what 35-1.
Yeah. Ole
It's
Miss.
one of those, man. It's we lost a lot. Last year's, when we won the national championship, all of them were juniors and seniors, and last year was our final year for the championship team era.
Like for all the Harbaugh kids.
Yep, and it's one of those. So Coach Moore, he's going to be doing good. He's going to be doing good.
So Tony, I'm going to let you take the lead on this because you are Tony the Greek. Looking at this list, can you see that list, Tony?
Yep.
What long shots are you putting money on here? Out of nowhere to win the whole enchilada.
Really?
What do you think? I mean,
I would say Auburn.
I'm talking legit.
They still got that young buck for a quarterback, and their running backs did pretty damn good. They won me some money. I'm sorry. I like Auburn.
That's a horrible.
Really?
It's a long shot. You wanted it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm talking. Doesn't
Yeah,
Tennessee,
I like
hey,
Auburn on that one because they
doesn't-
they have a lot of returners coming back, especially that quarterback.
doesn't Tennessee have a sweet?
Not anymore. He went into the draft. I already knew you were going to say that.
The quarterback, Tennessee.
Yeah, I thought they had a badass
Well,
quarterback.
they did. That's the guy I was talking about. That was good for him last year, and went to the school and said, "Hey, I know you're paying me this much money, but I want you to pay me this much money now since I did so good for you last year."
Oh,
Tennessee-
that's right.
They
That's
said,
right.
"Hey, thank you. You can go somewhere else." So he went to UCLA now. So I don't know who I can't remember who Tennessee's quarterback is now. They got some transfer portal guy. I can't remember who it's from.
So you guys heard it here first. Tony the Greek says if you want to take a long shot,
I'll take Auburn.
full enchilada. I mean,
Auburn of all
why
those
not?
teams. Hugh Freeze and Auburn, really? Come on, seriously, Tony.
I'm sorry, Alabama.
If you want to take a long shot, it ain't gonna do that, brother. It's like if you're gonna take a long shot, it ain't gonna be an SEC team in a long shot. It's gonna be somebody.
Okay.
I like Auburn.
G unit.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your long shot? You got
Ohio State. Ohio State.
That's not a long shot. They're favorites.
I like your pick, though. That's G unit. That was a good pick. Yeah.
My husband went to Ohio State.
Okay, I like that you stick with the hubby, but like you wouldn't make any money on it. That's the problem. Like they're probably 5-1, so you'd have to. You understand like what these odds are?
Yeah.
Okay, so like you would risk 100 and you'd only make 500 if it happened, which is whatever.
But her chance to win that 500 is a lot better than Tony's chance to win his money on an Auburn pick, though. So
You wanted a long shot.
You can't.
But-
fault
Here you heard it first.
But
Auburn.
okay, so here's the point: if you
I would
risk
actually-
one,
And I would bet that G-Unit's bet would cover before Tony's bet would cover. So I think her bet was smart.
it probably would. But if Tony's bet hits, Tony makes
Right, but that's
$7,500,
a right dream.
not
Come on,
$500. Tony can go buy a car. G Unit can go have a really nice dinner.
And the universes will give the odds a lot more to G-Unit's nice dinner than it
There
was.
you go, Bama. That's right.
Okay, G Unit says Ohio State for her not long.
But
shot.
Tennessee would be my
Tennessee, that's not bad.
yeah.
Okay, Bama. Any other like teams out there that besides obviously Alabama?
That's mine. That I said, well, you mentioned it before. I like Clemson. I think Clemson's got a shot. They're going to run through the ACC. They'll easily be in the playoffs, and you get Dabo on that team right there with some confidence in the playoffs. You never know. So,
It's 9-1.
oh no, I don't see anybody. There's really nobody else on that list that I think has any confidence in my mind to win that national title. I mean, Notre Dame, you give them a chance. LSU's probably going to lose the first game to Clemson. They're going to be done for the most part. Oregon's always Oregon. Michigan's going to be Michigan because they're not Michigan they were. Florida ain't Florida. Miami with Carson Beck, maybe that could be one.
That's what I was just kind of thinking. I mean, because Carson Beck won't be playing in the SEC.
Yeah.
He's not going to be playing just beast team every week. He did, what I don't know what he's a 6-year starter, whatever. The year before last, the dude was really good.
Yeah. So maybe that'd be one. Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to do.
Top 10.
I think I'm going to take Greg's Miami. I'm going to take the U.
Ole Miss ain't gonna do nothing without Dart. A&M ain't gonna do nothing. No Oklahoma, no Auburn.
I hate to admit it, and I don't want to admit it, but watch out, Penn State.
Well, I mean,
I don't want to admit it, but yeah.
like they're kind of I'm guessing they have a ton of starters.
They got their quarterback and their all-star running back.
But they never win the big game. Once they get,
They can't beat Michigan or they can't beat Ohio
right,
State.
That's
Those are the two teams they can't beat.
If they get in the playoff, they still lose to somebody like that. It seems like.
All right. Well, I think we can probably wrap up this.
So, before we wrap it up, there we should
Sure.
go on just to how many wins we think each of our schools are going to get. Like you can do
Okay.
Colorado, Kansas. See how many Kansas you think will win. I'll do Alabama. You do Michigan. See how many
Let's
like
do it.
regular season wins. Just regular season out of 12 games.
Right. G Unit. How many games is Kansas going to win this year, you think?
9 games.
Sweet. That'd be so. I mean, if they win 9 games, how many games do they play nowadays? Is
12.
12.
12 games. Yeah.
Is it only 12? Okay.
Well, for regular season.
Well,
yeah.
not including the bowl game or if they make the playoffs.
Yeah, then they go to a bowl game or the playoff.
Or conference
Yeah.
championship. Those you got those two.
Yeah. So 9. That's a really good season,
That's-
and then that might put them in the Big 12 championship.
I hope so.
Well, the way they looked yesterday, hey,
Yeah.
Their new stadium is badass.
that's cool.
Yep.
Tony, you're in the Big 10. That's a tough
Yep.
one.
Ah, man, I say 10 games.
10?
We're good enough for 10 games.
Really?
Yeah, I think we might have trouble in Penn Nation.
You guys play Penn State, Ohio State,
You guys got to play USC and UCLA. and
and
everybody?
those guys.
yeah,
Ain't no way you're gonna win 10 games.
yeah.
Ain't no way you're gonna win 10 games.
You got.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you think this is the first year in 3 years you don't beat Ohio State?
No, I feel we beat them.
Do you know where that game's at?
It's going to be in the Horseshoe.
That's
Tony's such a
Michigan.
homer right now. It's such a homer.
I love my boys.
Well, of course you love your boys, but come on, you're not going to run the table with Penn State, Ohio State, USC, Oregon, all those guys. You're not going to run that table, brother.
Bama.
Got the number one
How many
running back.
games is Bama gonna win in the biggest gauntlet of all, the SEC?
Yeah, that's true. Out of 12, realistically, I'm going to say if we could go 10-2, I'd be very happy right there. Honestly, yeah, I'd be very happy this year.
All right, I'm gonna pop this back up. Who's
If they're not
Alabama? Who's
they're not
Alabama?
If they're not 11-1, I'm going to be pissed off. But 10-2, I can.
So who's their loss to?
We've got Georgia on the road. That's gonna be a tough one. I mean, of course, we got South Carolina on the road. That's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah,
LSU at home is always tough. Auburn's always tough.
I guess
Tennessee's
that's true. Yeah. It's a gauntlet. Damn. Yeah. I mean, if you guys win 10 games,
I really think if Ty Simpson can click with his coordinator, I think we could do 11-1 right there. I can see that. But I'm going to take the over 9.5 and go at least 10 wins right there, 10-2.
Okay, Alabama making the playoffs
Oh, 100%. Yes.
in SEC this year.
Yes, 100%.
Michigan will make the playoffs. Even with the young. Jeez.
Hey,
I'm
anybody,
quarterback
hey,
now.
who's got a free phone? Who's got a free phone? I can't use mine.
I do.
Do Colorado football projected win total? I'm more interested what it is. I bet it's only like 5.
7.5, I bet.
I would say
Six.
7.
6.5. 6.5.
Oh. Oh.
That's true. You don't have a quarterback, or a Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, like this
Yeah.
is the thing about CU this year is they're replacing tons of positions, but they're all really good recruits. I'm gonna say just over. It's gonna be I'm gonna say 7. CU's going over that total.
Not making the playoffs.
No, hell no.
We're in the playoffs. All right. So hopefully us 3 will. Kansas, Michigan, Alabama. Hopefully we'll be in the playoffs.
But I think that a bunch of
Man.
I know that's what I'm saying. I know if us 3 can.
I think a bunch of brand new stars will be born on CU's team this year. That's what I think.
You better hope so.
So,
God,
all right,
that's
guys.
Yeah.
So here we go again. Another amazing season of Sports and Tacos.
Woo!
Pencil in.
By the way, Denver Broncos 3-0 right now in the preseason. Go Broncos.
Oh, wow.
3-0, and
Yeah, impressive, Tony.
I'm happy. Trust me.
I mean-
As a Bronco fan, I am very, very happy.
Bronco, believe me, we'll be getting into that next week. Now, college football, and then this year, for anybody out there, we're going to be going hard into the picks of the day, Tony's picks of the days, the gambling stuff, and cards. Just so you guys know, just like a week ago, I was finally able to send out. The dorks were finally able to send out my 100 best cards to be graded. So we'll be able to report on that. We'll get Dorks and Degenerates going again for NFL season. So I don't know how we'll do, we'll go find whatever the last accounting was, because I got a bunch of sick Russell Westbrook and I think it was Donovan Mitchell stuff
Oh yeah.
You bought that fire starter equipment, right?
Yes.
Just starts fires real quick. Just light them on fire.
So we'll see how those go. They should be back in like, I don't know, probably 5-6 weeks. And, we'll just get back after it. Got a meeting with Craig Hanley coming up. Just figure out how to start making money. Making money talking about sports. We're going to start putting Tony's pick of the day on the website, start putting cards on the website, just any way to start generating income. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Even if it's from swag on the website,
Yeah.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It's our fourth year. Our fourth year doing this.
And we're rep now by Fog Management. We got Craig's team. Basically, like I said, I need to have a meeting with them to get our strategy for the NFL. Because the last meeting I had with them, they have ties to, DraftKings and FanDuel and all the big boys.
Nice.
It's just that basically Piley has been busy all summer. I mean, she's not even going to get done. She got I think 20 episodes done. I mean, dude, we literally had 50 episodes. We were 50 episodes behind on editing.
Wow.
There's so much good stuff in there. So
I know.
Yeah.
Spencer, if I can help in any way, let me know because I'm on maternity leave till October.
Oh, nice.
So I'm just taking care of babies. But I mean, I'm helping my brother do some admin work, and so I can do some stuff. And if I need to get on meetings and stuff.
Cool. So I'll probably be talking to Craig. I don't know, sometime before next week, anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
Just kind of basically get a plan together. So
yes, it's going to be a good NFL season.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
All right, guys. Everybody have a good weekend. Football season has begun, and sports and taco season has begun. So we'll see everybody next week, and then who knows? We might get back to doing Sunday mornings and Monday nights. Things really get going again. You know what I'm saying? And Tony and Bama, you guys, like I said, you can go live. So sports picks, one way to generate money. Cards, memorabilia, another way to generate money. Live.
Yeah.
The more that we're on TikTok live, the bigger our fan base grows. That's how we also make money. So when you guys are just chilling there, man, you have the ability to turn on TikTok live anytime you want.
No, we got to go through you though, right?
No, remember that we went through that whole thing. All you have to do, I'm going to get a code.
That's it.
Anytime you guys want, you can hop on TikTok live. Like I said, just shoot me a text message. Say, hey, we're about to get on live. Look for the code. I'll send you the code, and you guys can do whatever you want. And like I was saying, I mean, even G-Unit, anybody can do this because we're all part of Sports and Tacos. And Fog Management got us this right. If people like you on there, okay, they send you roses and diamonds and blah, blah, blah. That is real money that they're sending you.
Okay. What platform is this on? TikTok? Wow. Okay.
Yes. So TikTok Live is kind of like taking over the world.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of people talking about that.
So just so you guys know, you come home from work tomorrow night and, you crack beers and there's a game on. Turn on live, dude. Just do it.
Okay.
Because it's
so
a way.
How do we get paid from that?
So, okay. When your fans buy, they have the right to buy you things. Like when you do something or whatever, they buy you I don't know exactly how much money it is, but like diamonds and roses and other things, they buy things for you as they're watching your show. And that's real money that really goes into your TikTok account.
Wow.
Account. So like if you guys are doing that live and you get a diamond or a rose, I'll just forward you guys like that. It's just another way to generate money.
Okay.
From the podcast.
Okay.
And anybody who wants to, like G-Unit, if you ever want to do it, just let me know. Tony and Bama, you already know how to do it. Just start doing it. and they like literally they want us on there like an hour to an hour and a half a day, which isn't really possible. But
Yeah.
the more, the merrier. Like I'll show you. You guys just like stay on here. I'll end this live.
But real quick, Spencer.
No,
So
I'm not logging out. I'm just logging out of the TikTok live.
this question. So say where me and Tony are watching, like say just we put on this game. We can't actually have the game being shown though, right? That'd be like copyright stuff. It'd have to be facing us and like us reacting or talking about the game or something like that, right?
I mean, probably. Yeah. You know, you probably can't be sitting there broadcasting the game.
Well, like even in the back, you probably would have to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if there's a TV in the background, you know, like nobody would really. But yeah, you can literally just be sitting there commenting on the game and kind of like what I was just doing. You know, you can reverse the camera back and forth. I wouldn't, probably don't get in the habit of that. But yeah, you can just sit there and on live, it's not like a podcast. Okay. Literally, people get on live and they just sit there. They say a couple words. All you're really doing is trying to interact with the people that are watching you. They just sit there. I don't know if you guys have seen it. They're like, oh, hi, Bob from Denver. Oh, hi, Julie from Miami. Oh, it's like the dumbest thing ever.
Mhm.
But they're not even podcasting. And then they just like, they'll be like, oh, what do you guys want to talk about? And somebody will say something. It's a very slow paced. The main part about live is interacting with the people that are watching. It's weird. It
is weird.
But that's like literally what they do. And we have normally I think you have to have like 10,000 followers. But because Fog Management cut a deal with TikTok, we got the ability to do live without already having a massive following on TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I mean, like I said, we sit here on StreamYard and we got like 3, 4, 5 people watching. This is what I want to show you guys real quick. I want to see how quick I can get the data here from our TikTok live.
Bama, my sister sent you the link to get on the team. Let me know if you didn't get it. She sent it like last week. And then Tony, I think the league is already full because you said you didn't want to play.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no worries.
I think it's full, but I'll ask her.
No, you're fine, baby. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Yep. You said you didn't want to, and everyone else is on other teams
I'm
too.
all good,
So
baby.
everyone said
You're
no.
so cool. You're so cool. It's all right. Next season.
Okay. Sounds good. Nobody wanted to play. No one wanted to play again. Everyone has other teams, so no one wanted to do multiple teams. So it's okay.
Yeah, one of the guys in our Plat League, he had to cut out 2 of his leagues because I'm all, you're in 5 leagues, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's too much. That's like too.
You're not even having fun anymore.
Yeah, you're not even having fun anymore. You're just trying to make money, but no, that's too much.
So, anyways, I'll get you guys those stats. But here we go again, everybody.
All right, guys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right, see you, everybody.
Bye, guys. Have a good week.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.